Oh, I have a Mega Man figure from the weird CG cartoon show that came out where you push Gutsman's head and his stomach inflates.
Ew.
Yeah,
it's super weird. He's got a vor belly.
I was that. Now we know why we're all fucked up.
That's not even old. That's 2019.
I know why I'm fucked up. You guys have your own problems.
You're fucked up because
I don't think you do know why you're fucked up.
Like goon to AI
I don't think
women.
you know that you're fucked up.
Oh, I know.
We gotta take a night.
I know.
We gotta take a night and just go through why Braden's fucked up. And
Braden's got a unique perspective on Shrek because Braden is the closest real life equivalent to Shrek that exists.
No.
Braden's an ogre hunter.
Shrek
He's an ogre
gets
hunter.
bitches.
He's an ogre hunter.
Has friends. Is cool.
I'm talking Shrek from the first half of Shrek 1 when he's just bathing in shit and mud and then everyone hates him. That's what I'm talking about.
That requires Braden bathe at all.
You guys are practically peeling the skin off of Braden. He's looking off what the fuck?
At least Shrek bathes. Hard stop.
I just took a shower.
You don't look like it. Your hair's completely dry.
No, well, because it's hot out, man.
Hot out, man.
Well, let's pull his balls down here.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
It's actually, well, you can see the sun is out today. It's just pure white.
We know there's a world outside of that window. It looks like a white void to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that's all about.
How do we know you're not in the
your
nil
white
dimension?
balance is shit. We know your white balance is shit.
Yeah, you can see
Braden
some.
put the whole spotlight on his fucking window and only
See some hell over there. You get the idea, maybe vaguely.
see some hell. Over
Your wall is so much like the Charlie Day meme of just the pure chaos, conspiracy board.
Oh yeah, look at that.
You got fucking Vin Diesel up there. You got all kinds of random strips of cardboard with writing and pictures.
The Vin Diesel thing is still
shitty ass drawing of that awful Renzo custom.
But it was sent by you.
I hate it.
It was sent by my stepdad. My stepdad usurped my package at his work because it's cheaper if he mails it from his work. He took my box, opened it at his work, put the Vin Diesel in, closed it, sealed it, and then shipped it to you.
That's the context behind that.
Yeah, because he works at a printing company, right? So they print standees for Target and stuff. So they had I'm assuming they had a Vin Diesel standee or poster board or something, and he found it and was like, "Well, what if I put it in?"
That's good.
I'm afraid he's looking at it the whole time.
Wow.
Very nice.
I'm admiring it. Is what I'm doing.
Yeah, you are.
It reminds him every day that it's honestly about family.
I'm Jay. I don't care what anyone says. I'm proud of that wall. It brings me great memories.
As long as you don't goon on it, yeah, I think we're good.
There's nothing to goon about up there.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, this is off. And speaking of bald men, this is not Vin Diesel, but Jason Statham. I just found out that Jason Statham was almost cast as fucking Bullseye in Daredevil season 3, and then it didn't happen. But apparently that almost happens, which is so weird.
That's so weird. I don't want to imagine that.
Yeah,
he's not. No,
not at all. Is he Bullseye in any way?
No. It's the same like it was with Colin Farrell. I think he's a great actor, but not for Bullseye.
Oh God!
How the way they portrayed his character and that. Listen, he is a psychopath. But
I'm the fucking Bullseye. I never.
Yeah, it's so.
You don't like the snakes in his jacket? Every time.
Okay.
No, but the actual scars they have to make up the target, which is so fucking wrong. It is one of the worst looking comic book movie characters I've ever seen.
I think it's one of the worst looking comic book movies I've ever seen.
It is up there. I think of that, and I think of Spawn. So it's yeah.
Last thing.
I'm just testing to see how long it takes for them to fall.
Well,
it's the Pied Piper.
I imagine the times me shaking his head a lot.
So, I just found out. So my great grandfather on my mom's side, my mom's dad's dad, was dead before I was born, and I just saw the very first photo I've ever seen of this man, and I found out that he is Oz Cobb, and I did not know that he was Oz Cobb, and so I found that out today or yesterday, and he's like an older Oz Cobb, but he's definitely Oz Cobb, so pretty crazy.
God.
I'm descendant.
Cool.
Oz Cobb, dude. That's Oz Cobb.
Yeah, straight up.
That's
Are there
Oz
4
Cobb.
boxes of Pepsi stacked up against
He
Yeah.
needs it. Oz
There's
Cobb
like a
looks
tower. There's a tower of it in the background.
Who drank all my Pepsi?
I hate to see a bitch win from New Jersey.
I love that. You can't get more personal than that.
I love
The
that for
tower
you.
of Pepsi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta love
Makes me
the
want to have a Pepsi, honestly.
Makes me want to. Oh, Shrek's about to piss on the.
All right, so I know I'm late. The game came out like over a year ago. I just finished recently playing Spider-Man 2 on the PS5. How was it? It was okay. It was maybe meh, maybe kind of bad. I think it is kind of bad. It's not that great. It's a shame because I really want to love the game. I really do. The best thing the game has going for it is the gameplay. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun. You're fucking Spider-Man. The best added feature to the game was probably the web wings. Symbiote powers are awesome. Love using that until you're anti-venom suit and you're like, this is ass. I don't like this. I do really miss the web gadget wheel because that was my favorite things in the first game because it allowed you kind of make combinations and figure out different ways to tackle enemies rather than just doing the L1 and R1 and then using this shapes just to like, all right, I was literally like mashing buttons just to fight everyone, playing as Peter most times. Yeah, the story was taking on way more than it can chew. I think the biggest thing the game didn't give itself was time to breathe, and especially with certain elements. You have so much going on from Kraven, the black suit, introducing Venom, introducing Harry, everything going on with Peter, because he's still like lamenting of the loss of May, and that's like transitioned into this. I think what they really nailed in this game was Miles' story, and especially that against with Mr. Negative. I think that was the strongest part of the game. Absolutely excellent, and the payoff for that, even better. Miles fucking killed it. Peter, he got his ass kicked around so easily. I can maybe, like, I should have counted how many times he just got fucking swabbed out of the way by either Venom or another character, and then he didn't show up again for, like, another cutscene, or later on, and just, you know, I don't know. It's random. But, yeah, and the suits, we got, like, movie suits we wanted, but it's, compared to the first game, and I was, like, really deciding on this because like are they worse than the first game, or are they better, or is it in the middle? I think it's down the middle a little bit, but I would say that the first game has some better suits in terms of just more original designs and how I like some of them more than what they introduced in the second game, because I'll tell you what, a majority of them I'm never going to wear at all for either one of the characters. Especially feel bad for Miles because those suits are so bad. The Mysterio one they made for Miles is pretty excellent, and the Wolverine one is pretty sick. I didn't unlock the Wolverine one yet, but the suits look great. I don't like the Anti-Venom suit. I hate when they do the Antioch suit in the first game, but I hate the Anti-Venom suit even more. It looks ugly. I cannot stand it. I really wanted to like... they're different. Like the biggest thing in going in this game was like the new take on Venom and having Harry Osborn be the host instead of introducing Eddie Brock and having that story go through. I get it. They were trying to do a different take and have it more entwined of trying to tell an emotional, compelling story, especially with someone that's so close to Peter like Harry. And it's so weird because the kid that plays Harry is the same kid that played Ben 10 in live action, the first live action film. So that was kind of weird. I couldn't get that in my head because it's like it's Ben 10 getting fucking taken a goop alien. Yeah, but it really didn't work for me. I think if they incorporated more parts, I love in parts in the game that they had the symbiote talk to you when you're especially playing as Peter. Those moments are great, but you don't get to wear the symbiote long enough to really be like, all right, I got to breathe and really feel the arc into the suit because it just felt like a whole rush of once as soon as you get it. Those first couple missions of playing as a symbiote, like you go to Kraven's dinner party and then you fight the lizard, absolutely amazing. I had a blast playing through those missions. But as soon as later on when Peter gets more corrupt by the suit, it just kind of wanes its feeling off. And then one of the best missions in the entire game, easily, because you're just like a kid in a candy shop, it's playing as Venom. I mean, you're throwing everyone around like rag dolls. It is chaos all around. I'm not the biggest Venom fan. I'm just not. I don't like when they take him too seriously, and everyone's like, oh, he's a really menacing villain. He's not. I'm sorry. I don't see him that way. He's a goofball. It's Venom. I can't. No. I feel like if they lean more into the idea of where they had the symbiote talk to you, and they kind of, like one of the first cutscenes after Harry becomes Venom, they have the symbiote manipulates Harry by sounding like his mother. I wish they did something more like that with Peter, with Aunt May, because I feel like that would have worked better for the story and trying to really hammer in if like part of the corruption. That's a different take, I think, on the symbiote. It would have been. Symbiote suit looks excellent. That's one of the best designs I think they ever made in these Insomniac games thus far. Not like the Miles Colgate suit, because that suit is, as everyone knows, absolutely disgusting. I call it the Colgate suit because it looks like toothpaste. It's like you're sponsoring them. But yeah, very mixed feelings. Am I glad I played it? Certainly. I love Spider-Man. I've been wanting to play the game, regardless of like many like conflicting opinions I have on it. I definitely feel more conflicted about it than the first game. I prefer the first game. I think that's a more solid story in many regards, but it's still not great in its own right. It's kind of mumbled, but I really enjoyed the aspects of Miles. That was like the greatest aspect of this. But yeah, if they gave just a couple hours more of story to certain characters, like I think Kraven could have used a bit more time. I think Miles is pretty well rounded, even though he's kind of absent in many different parts. You're kind of like, where was Miles at before this? I'm like, oh, okay. I got caught up with that pretty easily. But more time with the symbiote, a little bit more time with Venom, because it's as soon as the Venom plays into the picture, and then there's a takeover with the city with the symbiotes, it's all very quick. They want you to finish the rest of the game immediately. They don't give me time to kind of go around, take out the hives, and fight, and just save the city, protect as much as I can, until we go into the main last couple missions. I did enjoy it overall playing. I was actively just trying to want to get through it, and just it really gave me a better opinion on the game. Is it's one thing when you're just watching through cutscenes and gameplay, and actually sitting there and really playing it through yourself, and then being like getting killed every 5 minutes because you don't know how to play a video game. So, but yeah, that's my little blurb on Spider-Man 2. I have hopes that 3 will follow through well. I do need to play the missions with the Flame, with Wraith, and introducing Carnage and Cleus Cassidy. Not really Carnage yet, but set up for that, because that's like the only closest thing to DLC we're gonna get for this game at all. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm hopeful for the third game being decent, better. They're gonna have Green Goblin, so I hope they don't fuck that up, but they might. I'm really concerned of how his design's going to look, because I don't have faith in that whatsoever, I'll be honest. But yeah, I hope they can give a strong ending and really fix a lot of the messes they made in this second game. But we'll see. And probably we're going to have to wait like 5 years. But I'm excited for Wolverine. Very excited for that. And if they're doing a Daredevil game, if they ever do, I will be there for that. I will get that. So, yeah.
Is Peter even going to be in the third game? Because it doesn't
retire
at the end of this.
I just found out. Yeah, that he will be.
Yeah, he's just taking a break, so to speak.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Which that would suck. I'm sorry, that would suck.
I mean, that's
narratively, it's like
I got was.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna die in the third game. I'm sorry, he's definitely dying.
So I just want to respond as like another Spider-Man freak.
Yes,
I haven't played the game, but I've experienced it in the worst possible way, which is excluding the best part of the game, which is the gameplay, and only watching it for the lackluster story. So that was my experience, and I gotta say, everything you said about the story I agree with. It's like it's like when you see an overstuffed summer blockbuster that's just a mess and has way too much going on, and none of it ever. It's like almost there's so much noise that there's not a single chord that rises above because there's too much happening. That's what that game area is. That's what that game is. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, why would you put Venom and Craven and the anti-Venom stuff and like setup? It's like too much in one game. There's way too much going on.
Yeah.
Also, Harry Venom usually doesn't work. Generally speaking, it's just it doesn't work usually. So I don't know what like Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man will do or what, but generally, I just don't think it has the weight they think it does. And I think this version of Harry sucks. Honestly, I really don't like him at all.
It's just the transformation of when there's no real reason for it. He just becomes Venom. He's like, oh, I got my cure back. That's all. And then it's just the symbiote's mad, and then I think he's just utilizing Harry. But it's just not really conveyed well. It's not. And I play that, I'm like, it didn't get any emotion out of me whatsoever. It's in only the Miles parts. Like, when he's going through fighting Mr. Negative, that was like, all right, some great beats. I really enjoy that. But that was like very small glimmers in the game.
Yeah.
I agree. I hope Spider-Man 3 can be better, but if they're trying to do Carnage, like Maximum Carnage and Green Goblin,
Yeah,
and the Death of Peter Parker in one game, it's just
if they're trying to do like, yeah, Maximum Carnage and then like Goblin Nation, I don't know. And then they're trying to do like Sinister Six again, I guess.
Probably, yeah.
Or oh my god,
Yeah.
if they're gonna fucking try like Superior Spider-Man or something like that, I don't know.
Like that would lose its weight though, because they've already given Peter the Superior Spider-Man technology and arms, so it wouldn't feel like much of a difference if Aqua.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. And it feels like it'll be redundant in a way, trying to like, well, Peter's not himself, and it's just
again after the
If they were smart, they should just do like a dedicated Spider-Man 3, which is like the Maximum Carnage stuff, and then do a Peter solo game where you just have a very tight story about like Goblin and the death of Peter to like end his story, and then you could do Miles with like his own Sinister Six afterwards or whatever.
What I would do is make a fucking Venom game that approaches the Maximum Carnage storyline, wraps that up before Spider-Man 3, and then you just do Spider-Man 3 with Green Goblin and Peter and everyone.
Yeah.
But they're not doing a Venom game, which is so weird. Why not?
Yeah. I'm telling you, that one mission alone with playing Venom, you're like, I can play a whole game as Venom. It'd just be fun. It would be fun. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I wish we were doing something like that.
I almost want them to get this franchise over with, because I do think Wolverine will come out and probably be better than Spider-Man 2. And then, like you said, a Daredevil game and that, like, I don't think they should do a trilogy of games. That is, a trilogy of games and a trilogy of movies are not the same thing.
No,
and
there's going to be an obligation going into
it would be different if we were getting simultaneously AAA games for other characters. But since it's just Insomniac doing it, yeah, they shouldn't be doing so many games for one, niche.
Yeah.
But like if they were doing Spider-Man, Wolverine, Daredevil, so on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I have high hopes for Wolverine, especially based on those leaks.
Yeah, I saw some leaked footage the other day for the first time actually, and pretty nice.
Yeah.
Games. The problem with the games is that they don't understand. It's not like shows where you can pump one out every year. These games take a lot of time. You can't.
They can, and they have for like the past 20 years. If you look at Assassin's Creed and Call of Duty, they do that every year.
Yeah, but if you want a decent game, I mean, a quality, something with some quality.
Yeah.
That's even below the industry's broken. The development's like, you're right. It's just below. Like, games are too big now. They're too expensive.
Yeah.
And I think something like Ubisoft has like a billion different, what are they called? Sub-studios that they can just give them production.
That's how there used to be an Assassin's Creed game every year, and now Assassin's Creed Shadows has fucked them in the ass really badly. They're not doing hot. after their last few games flopped. But yeah, I love the first Spider-Man game, and I've not seen anything in Miles or 2 that has made me want to play either of them, which is sad. But it is what it is.
Oh, Aiden, I do have one question. What's the Queen's open world like? Is it satisfying or?
Yeah, I quite like it because you do feel like once you cross over like the bridge, you definitely feel like a difference in terms of the neighborhood because you have to traverse through the houses. I love going by like the trees and you go like through small construction sites. The web wings, if I didn't mention that already, one of the best features they could have added in this game because it just makes when you swing and then you can just pop out your web wings and just glide around. That's what made it so much fun going around Queens. It was just like going over like the whole tree lines and neighborhoods. I liked it. I haven't spent as much time there, especially because of the story, because they focus on the main city more or less. But when I'm gonna do like mini like side quests and everything, I'm gonna explore around there more. But yeah.
All right. Well, welcome to the All Things Geek podcast, everyone. My name is Tyler, also known as Bernard Kasai. I'm joined by the man whose name starts with a B.
Braden or Renzolian.
Man whose name starts with an A.
Aiden or Kierman.
Man whose name starts with a T.
Batch or Mac.
And we are here. We've got a bit of a theme going. We'll get to it. Some big news, but first and foremost, anybody got any pickups, show and tell to talk about? Yeah, I've got.
I got one thing.
Things.
I got one. Okay, I got one thing.
Okay, you want to go first?
I'll be real quick. Yeah.
Right.
This was a recent pickup. Literally got last night. McFarlane Batman '89. I did not get the Amazon exclusive Batmobile because I was one of the sorry fools that picked up the Batmobile when the Flash movie came out. And they did not give me a nice matte deco like what Braden got that one. And I was like, God fucking damn it. But I'm glad I waited because this one came with, you can do this whole thing with a cape. I'll be honest, the cape's the worst part because when you don't have him posed like this, it is kind of, it sits awkwardly on his shoulders. I'll probably send some photos in, but it was kind of like all jumbled up, and I'm trying to like flatten it out. There's now a bunch of creases on it, like it was in the box.
Like
this looks great.
Material.
I love this. Yeah, it's very stiff. It makes me want to swap capes with the first appearance Batman, where it has the wired cape, because he should have had a wired cape. I think the Christian Bale Batman one does, which I do want to get the Batman Begins version. But yeah, this is great. The only difference with this one, I think, outside the cape, was that they actually painted the symbol yellow instead of the gold, like what I think Thatch has from Braden. That one's sick. I like with the gold, but I do like with the yellow. It's pretty cool.
I don't think it was ever actually gold in the movie, right?
No, I don't believe so.
I think that was just.
Yeah, but it reminds me of Lego Batman. It reminds me of Lego Batman, which I like that. His card is literally just like that. It's in black and white, but I like.
It looks like a Polaroid took of him as he was like jumping down on them.
Seriously, with the ball. Yeah, he comes with a bunch of different accessories. Mostly like he's got like one open hand, which I'm like, man, just put another one in there. But fist. He has a
trigger finger hand.
Yep, he has that. He comes with fucking ninja stars. What I do like, the Batarangs cool.
Nice.
That one.
Yeah, it's good.
One of my favorite accessories is that he comes with a remote, so when he needs to call the Batmobile, but I have it so I can have him pose with it and be like, boom, he's calling it. Very cool figure, very fun. I love Michael Keaton Batman. Favorite version of Batman. Favorite Batman costume. All right, ever. Ever. But I'm really happy to have him with my last DC Multiverse pickup, which was the Christopher Reeve Superman, because those are like, in terms of for film, the main two versions of characters I can think of for playing them. So it's awesome to have them together. They're definitely gonna be together on the shelf, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. So
all right,
yeah, that's my pickup.
Good shit. Love to see it.
What you got?
I got some stuff. I got two things that came right after the episode last week. So I got the new Yolo Park AMK series Optimus and Megatron in the cartoon colors without the LEDs and without the diecast parts. So cheaper price, But I love these guys. I love the colors. They match Starscream way better. They feel really great. The articulation's really good. Megatron has these gorgeous... It's not going to focus, but he's got these gorgeous bright red painted eyes. Optimus did not, so I painted his eyes bright blue. And I got to help Robo out on the weekly by taking up some comparison shots with the regular versions. Editor, Braden, pay attention. Editor, include Robo saying my name over and over again.
Bionic Kasai, Bionic Kasai, Bionic Kasai, Bionic Kasai.
Thank you for my ego. But yeah, I love these guys so much. I actually just bought a second set of these two for Father's Day gift for my dad.
Hey.
Because there was 5 left in stock on Big Bad, so I was like, Robo's about to put out the weekly. I gotta jump on this. So had to. But love these guys. Then we got the Wizard. Yeah, here he is. Oh man, we are united. We got Gandalf. He's
Hell yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude.
He is incredible.
Yeah,
I've a few times wetted down his hair so that it will sit a little bit more naturally. Oh my god, he looks so good. he's pretty close to being 7-inch scale, which is unfortunate, but I can live with it. He's like a demigod, you know. It's like whatever. I can justify it in my head.
Yeah, I can get a little bit.
Oh my god, this is a masterpiece. And the sword is die-cast, and the staff, it's just the robes are like sewn to perfection. All the details, the belt, the satchel, art.
So you got the V2, right?
No, I got the basic version.
Oh, so you got the same one I did. I thought you got the okay.
I thought you got the special.
No, I
one
thought
too.
you did.
But no, I went for the basic because I just wanted I didn't trust the fully rooted hair head. I didn't know how that was going to turn out.
I remember us talking about that. Yeah, I was trying to play it safe, like I was saying, but I got the other because I saw other people get it. And I'm like,
yeah, I have since seen it, and it does look really good.
Yeah, it does.
But
I didn't know they were going to have the little bit of hairs. I was surprised. I'm like,
I thought it was just going to be a fully plastic head, which I would have been fine with. But
yeah,
he's got some hair on him, and that's Ian McKellen right there. That's amazing.
Yeah, man.
I love it so much. Okay. Enough gushing about Gandalf. I'm gonna gush about a fish now. Got a 5K Toys Fish Man. I fucking love this guy. He's so much fun. He is absolutely ridiculous, and oh man, he's. I did a report in elementary school on anglerfishes, so having an anglerfish action figure that can go on my D&D shelf, and he's got fish like spine arrows. It's got the tail, and it's got the head, it's got the sculpted detail. He's got a bow. Cool. He's got daggers. Oh,
he's got very unique colors.
Yes, he does. I love the sort of
the purple
lavender
is
and purple. The eyes are gorgeous. They're almost like the Mario movie thing where they kind of follow because they're like a clear overlay. He's got his bioluminescent, stock that can fully pose. It's got a ball joint, can move around. His jaw is on a hinge and his tongue is on a hinge, which is super fun. I love him. And he's got all this like nasty paint down in his mouth. He's amazing. He's glorious. He's so much fun. And he's got such great hands. He's got that. I've taken a few pictures where he's got like that pointing hand where you can do all sorts of just great. He's gonna inspire my next D&D character. Absolutely.
That's awesome.
And then I got McFarlane Siri. This is for a custom. I didn't actually want the figure. It was like $13 on Amazon. But she's good and comes with this crazy swooshy sword effect. So that's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
That's what I got. All right. Talk too much. Anything else? Were we good?
I got nothing.
I got the plague this week.
Review that. What would you rate that?
Oh man, it was so good. I hope you guys realize that last episode I was dying. I
think that was pretty obvious.
Yeah. I didn't watch that far ahead, so I wasn't sure how much of that you left in. Yeah. I'm very sick. Even now, I'm still a little out of it. So if I like zone out or something, you know why. I also don't have very much to talk about this episode, so a lot of it I'm just gonna be sitting here going like, So I do apologize, everyone. I'm better now, but I'm still, a little out of it. So I do apologize.
Okay. Well, you didn't have to be on if you weren't feeling up for it.
That's a good point. I just wanted to hear my boys talk.
Yeah, fair enough. We got some early. Toy Fair isn't actually. We don't get to talk about Toy Fair, unfortunately. Toy Fair starts tomorrow, Saturday, runs till Tuesday. That's my bad. I thought it was Thursday to Sunday. But we got some early stuff from Toy Fair coming out for McFarlane. They announced that they're doing a classic Mortal Kombat line, and also 5-inch page punters, Ninja Turtles. So I guess something finally came out of the Ninja Turtle rumors from like 2 years ago with McFarlane, but I'm pretty sure this has nothing to do with that because it's been 2 years.
Yeah.
So I guess those rumors were just wrong, but also right because it happened.
Oh
Know.
yeah. Ew.
He doesn't exactly look good. I don't know how articulated he's gonna be.
Ew.
He's got weird swappable feet.
Oh.
Ew. But like Leo's normal face is not.
Yeah.
He's a turtle.
But
why is his eyes so squinty?
I don't know. He looks like some shit out of like Next Mutation. So.
Yeah.
Well, the Mortal Kombat stuff looks
Not really.
good.
Not really. I'm just kidding.
It's very silly looking, but it does look pretty good. But I mean, the original Mortal Kombat game looks fucking ridiculous.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
of course, that's
Absolutely.
ridiculous.
I would say like with Leo, but yeah.
Brayden, we know why you like combat.
Any female figure
Look at that little
Sai, he's all
grin.
over it.
Look at that shit-eating grin he's got.
A smug little smirk. He's like, I'm gonna pre-order them.
Hi, there's something that I'm surprised you don't want to talk about this week that is a pretty big deal.
What?
The dragon.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be $550. Pre-orders go up next week. They're gonna be for a month. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh,
We'll see. It's a lot of fucking money. So
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll sell some stuff and earn that money. But
Like your body.
It's like attitude. Well, you might sell it. We'll see.
maybe.
Find out.
I was thinking about like maybe selling the rest of my Star Wars stuff. I don't know. We'll see. But moving on. Classified Series revealed their SDCC 2025 exclusive, which is just the goofiest 4-pack possible. It is the what are they called? Cold Slither is the band. I forget what the name of this group is. But it's the Dreadnoks. The Dreadnoks from G.I. Joe, but they're a band from the cartoon. Very 80s, very ridiculous.
I've never wanted a GI Joe pack more than ever.
Yeah, right. This would be a great display.
I would get this, trash all the figures, and keep the musical equipment for whenever an action figure of Ghosty ends up getting made by one of us. That's what I would do.
You know, I was thinking just get like all the Spider-Man and just like a whole fucking band. That'd be really cool. Or even have like, I know there's only 4 like different instruments from the play, but you get like a little keyboard. Have like Sinister Six have like their own band.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I mean,
I don't know, man.
Sinister
That's
Six.
awesome.
You could have Doc Ock playing at least 3 instruments.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
That's
could
pretty.
be having
or,
this like
you know what?
he could be playing 3 drum kits at once.
I would honestly get like all the No Way Home villains. Like once we get all of them and have their own band. So, yeah.
Why is that not a thing? Why is there no Sinister Six band? Why is that not in a run or something?
Okay.
Not
creative and cool like we are.
Who's on vocals in that band?
No. I gotta say,
Yeah.
Lizard.
If we're talking like MCU Spider-Man villains, who's on vocals?
Oh, Electro.
Goblin.
Electro.
Like Goblin be.
Goblin doesn't. He's not part of the Sinister Six though.
No, we're talking about MCU guys.
Just MCU Spidey villains. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's either maybe it's a duet between Goblin and Electro. Maybe.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay.
The Lizard's gotta play guitar, please.
Yeah.
Please. And I think Sandman should get the fucking drums. I think that'll be fun.
Mysterio's on pyrotechnics behind the stage.
Yeah, but I like to play a keyboard. I think that'd be really fun. Doc Ock, I mean, like Ty was saying, like maybe give him like multiple instruments, or
he's a drummer, man.
Yeah,
he would be a drummer.
He could be on drums. He could also be playing a guitar at the same time. Yeah, he could be doing a lot of things.
Or he'll like tambourines and different. Like
each arm's got a macarena.
Maraca.
That's great.
The worst sounding band ever.
Oh, obviously, because they're all assholes. Yeah. None of them want to work together.
You got Norman going.
Yeah.
The only one who knows how to be a team player would be Mysterio.
Yeah.
And Venom's what's Venom doing?
Venom's in he's in the crowd. He's dancing. Have you seen Venom too?
Yeah, he's got all the glow sticks around his fucking his neck. Yeah.
He's a roadie.
He's
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
He's got the milk. He's going.
I wish. I wish this wasn't an SDC pack, because I would definitely fucking pick this up. Man.
Yeah, it's so good.
I would just like swap.
Maybe it'll wind up at Ollie's one day, like the MODOK did.
I hope to God. That would be.
It might.
I mean, it'll be on Pulse, I would assume. So
yeah, depending on how much this pack is, I think I'm gonna say $80. Does that sound about right? Maybe.
For G.I. Joe.
No, 80.
What if it's cheap?
I think
80 to 90. I think.
Yeah, I'm kind of willing to pay that. I'll be honest.
Because 80, you got to think about it, right? They're 25 a pop, so 80 would already be $20 off.
And then Joe is very generous with accessories with their figures. So I feel like
Joe's very generous.
Joe is very generous.
And there's not a lot of accessories. It's just the instruments.
I would totally put Indiana Jones, Marcus Brody, Henry Sr., and Short Round all playing.
Yeah.
I would totally do that, man.
That's great.
Yeah. Sorry, the possibilities of that with the instruments.
What does Shorty play?
I feel like
I think Shorty's got to be on drums.
I think he'd be great behind the kit, man. I think he would. Just
He'd have to bring everything in a bit closer because he's got small.
No, he'd have a cool. It's like the car, how he's got the thing on his boot. You know what I mean?
He's gonna have that.
Rube Goldberg machine.
His drumsticks are like twice as long.
Yeah, he's gonna like tape together so you actually just reach it. Yeah, I love that.
That'd be great. I would.
He has like a tap backwards, like he does like later in in the Shanghai scene. Yeah, like he turns his hat around.
I would get this, and I would make each band member a different trooper from Star Wars. Just blank white trooper. That'd be great.
There you go.
I think like Way would do that too.
Yeah.
You do it closer to probably.
But yeah, so cool, so good. G.I. Joe never fails to impress.
Yeah.
Moving on. What always fails to impress is the Black Series. So we got some Black Series reveals. We got what's this guy's name again? Krennic.
Oh yeah.
Krennic.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Moff Gideon, beardless, mustacheless Moff Gideon, goofy looking ass.
Sidewinder.
Tiny little pinhead.
That's Sidewinder, pretty much. You could just paint the hair gray, and there you go.
From Surfer.
And we got the Praetorian Guard.
What a weird group of releases.
They're not all coming at once. They were just all revealed at once.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
actually, I think they are all in the same wave. But whatever. And then we got Andor Season 2, Cassian in his pilot disguise. And then they showed off repacks of Count Dooku and Kit Fisto and R2-D2, whatever. I
like Kit, but the packaging's cool. But,
It is, yeah, but, you know.
Yeah, Cody's the best figure they're making for that, so.
Yes, because he's actually new. The other ones are just repacks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Andor's likeness is a little off. It's not like...
Yeah.
He looks more like Jesus Christ than Andor.
He does a little bit. I want that Andor figure. I mean, I'm gonna keep the helmet on. You know.
Yeah,
well, that's why they give you that on. It's like with the Bill Burr figure.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think I want a Praetorian. I sold my original Praetorian with the weird cheese slice hat. But I mean, this design's great with the
cheese hat Camilio.
Inspired helmet.
Never forget.
Never forget.
But yeah, you know, Giddy looks stupid, like kind of cool but stupid. He's got.
I'm one of two fans of that.
M. Gideon's. His name is M. Giddy.
M. Giddy.
Yeah, he's stocked up on baby oil inside that suit. He's just coated head to toe.
Oh,
you know what's funny? I'm probably one of the only few fans of that suit, but it does not look good like this. It looks
really Super Commando look for it.
It's a cool design. However, he sucks ass in the show.
Yeah.
He dies like a doofus, and he has no thigh swivels.
Yeah, that cape rides up and looks really bad, too.
Looks goofy.
Also, like, the fact that he has, it's just on principle, that Moff Gideon has a fucking cool Mandalorian suit itself is kind of ridiculous and stupid to me. So
I so much more prefer that original look he had in Season 1.
Yes.
I love the figure they made for that, so that was like... And him losing the stash takes any intimidation.
He doesn't even have the same haircut. It's not even like his hair was like slicked back and like suave before. Now
he just looks like a dork when he takes the helmet off in the show.
He does.
They photoshopped the pins out of the Praetorian knees, but it's the same legs as the original Praetorian figure with double jointed pin knees.
Up to their usual BS.
Keep getting away with it.
Bullshit.
They
the one redeeming factor of this Praetorian figure, though, since he uses those old legs, he's still going to have thigh swivels, so that's nice.
That's good.
I'll probably get him.
Too bad they keep lying.
Cool as shit. But, yeah, I hate that they do that. And they just seemed... And they know. They have a PR person who watches, like... Who does community outreach, and they know that we hate that they're doing that, and they still do it, so...
They don't care. They don't care.
They're bastards. Straight up bastards.
Well, I can at least their line is failing horribly. At least it was that, because I went to Target the other day and like 70% of the Black Series figures, which aren't many, a section is getting smaller every day, are like on sale, like legitimately on sale. Like Mandalorian, their hero Mandalorian was on sale, like for $5 off. So
yeah, but I mean, they've produced so many of that. That doesn't surprise me at all.
But they produce so many of all the characters on shelves right now. It's always Mandalorian, Darth Vader, some kind of Ahsoka. Like it's the same.
I mean, Darth Vader, he's always going to be on shelves. I get that. But Mando, like, he's had like 12 releases. So
they just keep re-releasing the same.
Darth Vader, Mando, Luke,
Rumple.
Trooper, Rumpelstiltskin, my favorite Star Wars character.
Some kind of random fuck-ass Mandalorian that's just some generic-ass fucking Mandalorian. There's
Mandos, our Mandos are easy because you can just get repaints out. That's easy, you know.
Not even Din, just a random fuck-ass Mando.
Green Mando.
Not good repaints either. They'll do, like, garbage colors, blue Mandos, but whatever.
Yeah, a lot of blue.
So, yeah, I mean, Black Series is Black Series. I want the Troopers, and that's it. And... Okay, that's all the figure stuff. You want to tell us about...
I guess I have to default. I was gonna kind of pass it to Aiden because he's such a Punisher expert, but it's all right. I can go for it. All right. So it's been officially announced. A bunch of news about Marvel Television's 2026 lineup has been being revealed lately. I actually really like Brad Winderbaum, the head of television. I think he's actually like way more transparent than Kevin Feige, the head of movies, is, and like like literally the way that this caught out. It happened like this. He was in an interview for Daredevil Born Again, and they were like, hey, what's going on with Punisher? And he went, yeah, so we're doing a Punisher special. It's coming out next year, and John Bernthal's writing it, and this guy's directing it. And, and no less than 2 hours later, a, like, Variety article officially announcing the news came out to pair with that, you know? And then also, inadvertently, it's somewhere in this mix, he is also confirmed that Born Again Season 2 is coming out next year, which is cool. That's sick, and they're going to try to keep it up. And then also, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2 is coming out next year as well. So there's a lot of cool... They're, like... Television's getting their shit together, which is pretty nice. But yeah, so John Bernthal's co-writing it with the director. I'm trying to remember the director's name. Hold on.
Yeah,
what was that?
I'm trying to remember it too.
Punisher special.
He did a movie with Will Smith. That's what I remember. Oh my god, what was it? Yeah, it was like
Gemini Man or something.
No, it was I'm gonna search it up.
So he's writing it with. Oh my god, why are all these articles written like ass? Sorry, I should have had this prepared.
It's okay. Also, I only prepared 4 pages of notes for the DC thing.
Ronaldo Marcus Green, I think that's his name.
And what has he done?
Yeah, he did King Richard with Will Smith back in like 2021. The movie got decent ratings, and then I think what else did he work on? Let's see.
He has worked on Bob Marley One Love.
Oh, he directed the Bob Marley. Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's what it was. Anyway, so he's not like a super well-known director, but he's a competent director, and Bernthal's writing it with him, and it's going to be in special. Also confirming that Marvel special presentations are back, which was kind of up in the air. Apparently, they kind of said that they might not be back, but now they are. So that's great.
Well, I mean, we haven't gotten anything for a while as well.
Right. So this, I frankly love the special presentation format. I think it's a great idea. I also think, frankly, I don't know, and you might disagree. In my humble opinion, I think a special presentation is the perfect format for Frank Castle. I think Frank Castle occupies a similar role to Ghost Rider in the comics, where there are a couple really great runs, but there's not like... You can't do like 8 seasons of a Punisher show before you run out of stuff. Even the Netflix
based on the
show
concept alone, it's the same thing.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do. I completely agree.
Unless you're gonna Franken Castle and make him black.
I was even talking about with Thatch about how much of a disappointment season 2 was, and you can really tell like the well was out of water with that because just everything they could have done great with that, it just fucking plummeted immediately. yes, for as much as I love the character, it's just he's a dude killing people. It can only go so far with telling a really compelling story, especially like a tragedy of a character like Punisher. So doing like a one-shot story with a special presentation is a perfect, absolutely perfect way to have his own story. I don't want another season, I'll be honest, of the Punisher. I just would like for him to have his one special, and then let's see him with other characters, like reintroducing him in Daredevil Born Again is such a smart move. I love that because it's picking him up where he left. It's like we're doing a recycle again. We're like, all right, he's appearing in with Daredevil, and now he's gonna get his own thing. What they're gonna do story-wise, I'm not even sure. I would love to see some elements from the Max comics from like the early 2000s and incorporate like a villain like Barracuda, who's a really cool character because they already, if we're staying canon to the Punisher shows, they took off, Jigsaw, his main villain, and the one person that he should have kept alive because that's the whole point of the character, because he has like a deranged, ugly face because of Frank. I don't know. I'm really curious where they're going to take it. But yeah, that's just right. 90% of Punishers, I love the comics, but they're just redundant and bad. They're fun, but it's like I love my dad, and my dad's the whole reason I got into like Marvel comics, and Punisher was like one of the first characters I was ever exposed to from comics. That's like Spider-Man and Wolverine. I'm like, these comics are just like fucking dude things over and over. It's just blowing shit up, killing people, and there's not much substance with story. You get a good nugget once in a while, but that's like very rarely, But I'm excited, especially that John Berthel is attached to writing with it. He has, I know, immense respect and reverence for the character, so I know he's going to do a great story by that. I'm just curious of what's that going to be, And I think just keeping it to an hour is going to be making it all the more better because it's going to keep it quick, brisk, and just like, I know it's going to be action loaded. I think that's the best way to tell a Punisher story is that you don't keep it for too long. So... and that's you're kind of making another movie in that way too, which I'm very excited about. But Thatch made some good points. Thatch, you're saying about like keeping it low budget, and also you said this we were talking about the other day, like John Wick. That's Punisher through and through. You keep it like that. But if you do some one shot takes, which they had some incredible action sequences in the first season of the Netflix show, I would love that. I don't think they're gonna have Micro return because it's played by the same gentleman that's playing Ben Grimm in the MCU, but it's in a different universe, and but it's lead to confusion. Yeah. But I love Micro. I wish they would have him back as a supporting character, unless they recast him. But I don't know. That's just of like Punisher ensemble. But can we get the battle van? I would like to see that.
No, that's. I think they. I also hope
classic costume.
Sort of.
He's going to be in the costume for the whole damn thing. Because he's not in the costume at all for
I'm done with
the 2 seasons of his damn show.
Done with the vest.
Yeah, but is John Bernthal done with the vest? That's the question.
I hope he is. I don't know. I need to watch an interview.
I think he loves that vest. I think he loves that.
Well,
I think we got to lose that vest and give him a suit. Give him a goddamn
like 3 times. I'm sick of it. Like
he does, yeah.
I'm done. I'm not.
He also has like really great respect for like actual military vets and service members.
Dude,
so
I
get him wanting the vest for actual like realistic representation.
I'm like, there's a part of me that's pretty like seeing him again, how he's looking in Born Again. It's like he just stepped out of season 2, like a day hasn't changed. It's fucking crazy. The dude looks great, and he hasn't aged a day. But just, I don't know, get a trench coat again, just do something there. I just feel like just make it more sleek, just the symbol. You can maybe do a vest again, but with like different tactical vests there are today, it's there. You can do it.
Clean up the logo, get some...
maybe make it more official. Don't make it like you just did in your fucking garage.
Give him the gloves, give him the boots.
Can I say one thing I don't want them to do in terms of Punisher stories and lore? And I feel like this temptation is there, but I also think because Bernthal... By the way, they've said that... Brad Winderbaum and then the showrunner of Born Again have said that a lot of the futures of these characters, once they reset Daredevil, they're putting a lot of that in the hands of the performers, and they're actually genuinely asking them what they think should happen to the characters, which is exactly how this this Punisher thing happened. They definitely went to Bernthal, and he was like, "This is what I would want to do with Punisher." Same thing they're doing with they like that's exactly how they've re-upped the storylines of Matt and Kingpin. They brought them in and were like, "How do we fix this?" And we're anyway. But I think that the thing I'm nervous about it being in the MCU officially now is I think there will be a temptation, not from Bernthal, but maybe from Marvel or someone, to put him in the War Machine suit. And I would hate that. Don't do that. That is so corny and so stupid. I don't want that to happen ever.
I agree. That's like a perfect example of like a Punisher comic just being that's a concept made just for pure entertainment.
Yeah.
I'll say that Cosmic Ghost Rider is fucking awesome. The concept's great and the story is really sick. If you ever had a chance to read, it's a batshit crazy comic, but it's done by Donny Cates, who did King of Black, and it's a crazy fucking story. But yeah, I agree with that. I even have that figure and it's dog shit just because they took the Civil War Machine figure. But no, I hope they don't do that. Keep it grounded. That's how Punisher is.
Anything ever happens with Armor Wars, if that ever goes anywhere, I could see it happening after Armor Wars.
Right. My thought was it'll either happen post Armor Wars, or if they put him in like a massive Avengers crossover movie, maybe they'll put him in it to like be like, how does he survive and justify himself?
Yeah. He's not just running around shooting guys.
I don't think that works with this version of Punisher, because Daredevil goes to this version of Punisher, and this part of version of Punisher is like, fuck you, fuck off. You know what I mean? If you fucking think that Sam Wilson in his goofy ass Captain America costume is gonna go to this Punisher and be like, I want you to help me stop the time fucking evil guy, he's gonna be like, fuck you, dude, and like wanna like he's not.
Sam can talk to anyone. No. He can convince anyone to do anything.
You know what I mean? He'd just be like, "You're not Captain America," and then walk away.
Yeah.
He seems like that kind of guy.
Yeah, he would. We'll see how they do. I'm very excited for his storyline about where the cops have co-opted the Punisher logo, and he's going to be like fighting against that. I think that would be
that's gonna make some interesting commentary, because I think that has to be established with reintroducing a Punisher in main media like this again, because of how much time and everything has passed since we last really saw Punisher like this. So
and the meaning of his logo has been twisted.
Now it's but that's gonna be cool trying to see. Maybe more of the special presentation is going to explore that if they just start here.
I could absolutely see Bernthal wanting to touch on that 100%.
Yeah, definitely. There's actually I was telling that I kind of mentioned it when we talk about like Punisher pitches for whether they should do like a story next. There's a decent, it's an okay run of Punisher called Suicide Run, where apparently like Frank Castle is dead, and then there's other people that want to take up the mantle of the Punisher. And it's all these different kind of people that try and fill that position, and it just doesn't work out whatsoever. I don't know if you can try and incorporate whatever element, not just having Frank being absent, but these other like people, like Sid, like they're trying to do in this show with Born Again. I don't know, possibly they're having their claws or this whole squad platoon, but we'll see. Dude, there's so much to look forward to with Born Again. That is just like the one piece.
5-season Punisher series pitch, all right? Season 1, The Origin. Season 2, Scarface. Dude. Season 3, War Machine. Season 4 is Frankencastle. Season 5 is, what's his name? Cosmic Ghost Rider. It just gets more batshit insane.
It's not like me in 2016 when I want to do 7 seasons of House Legacy.
Yeah.
You sound like
we got a 5-season plan, all right?
Where does Bushwhacker fit
be like screaming right now?
Right. Bushwhacker is the main villain of the War Machine season.
Actually,
and then
the comics that he fights Bushwhacker in they're pretty excellent.
Then season 5, at the very end, he's got baby Thanos. He's been carrying him around all season. It's like The Last of Us. And then we age up baby Thanos, and now Thanos is a good guy. And he wears the Punisher shirt, and he takes up the mantle.
There you go.
The big purple stupid bunny.
It's happened. It's happened.
You get Josh Brolin to
Yeah.
CGI baby
Class
Thanos.
design.
Real quick, just to cap this off, because there isn't a Born Again, there isn't like a topic here. Just real quick, the first 2 episodes were sent early, and those got reactions, and everyone. I held my breath because I was like, whatever. Everyone always loves the first 2 episodes of everything, right? Now we're gonna watch the show and we're gonna see what happens. You were a bit puss right now.
Yeah, I was laughing at that. I'm sorry.
I forgot he's fat in 4.
What surprised me was they didn't just send out the first 2 episodes for social media reactions. They did that, and then a couple days later, actually sent the entire season to people for reviews. And so people doubled that. So people went, "Wow, I love these first 2 episodes, but let me see the rest of the show." And then literally went, "Well, I saw the rest of the show, and I really liked it." It does sound like the first 2 episodes are a gut punch. So that's going to be it. But it also sounds like it might be the best action in Marvel television ever, which obviously it should be, But
I already know what's gonna happen.
You already know.
I already know.
We know from a mile away.
We can see it through the fog.
I know. You're gonna be watching that first episode from 3 yards away.
Yeah,
Just like,
I'm
gonna light.
I'll be standing up and be like, no.
To be fair, when you watch that first action scene, we're all gonna be on the edge of our seat. At least there's that. Like, you're gonna be right there in that moment. Like,
and we're gonna be at any moment. We're gonna be like, "Is this it? Is this it?
Is this it? Yep."
And then if they do something surprising, we're gonna be fucking we're gonna be going crazy.
We're gonna be fucking
out of anger, out of pure rage.
We're gonna be hate fucking.
Is that next week's episode? We're gonna talk about that.
Next week.
Oh, I'm breaking out the red for that. Holy shit!
Oh hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
All right.
You better. You better.
We got a lot. There was a big press release with James Gunn and Peter Safran. A bunch of news outlets. It was not recorded at all, but ton of. They basically all got together and had a big press release. I've got a bunch of notes, so I'm gonna go over a bunch of stuff, and you guys stop me at any point if you want to comment on something. Okay. Cliff.
Yeah, there's Cliff. Cliff cameo. He has many thoughts about the slate.
That curly little tail.
Cliff.
He does. His tail is curly.
Cliff, did you hear that?
Huh?
Did you hear that?
I
got a whole laundry list of notes from the press release. I'm going to go through it. If you guys want to say something about anything, stop me.
Okay. I got a lot to say. So I definitely.
All right. To start with, they revealed their plan is 2 live-action films, 1 animated film per year, 2 live-action shows, and 2 animated shows for Max per year.
That's not happening. Just letting you know. Not happening.
It's an insane plan, and
that's crazy.
Their next thing is a 6-year plan with an endgame level culmination. That'd be so much shit to pump out in 6 years.
Yeah.
I have an asterisk on that, but it's got to be after Brave and the Bold. After you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Oh, Brave and the Bold is much later.
Okay. Well, I can't. I need to. I'll talk about it there. Okay.
Some projects initially announced in 2023 have faced challenges such as Waller, Booster Gold, Authority, Swamp Thing. The Authority film script has had a hard time coming along. Not a priority over other projects. Discussions about one project changing to animation. There was a rumor in November about the Authority becoming an animated project. So that might be...
I think it'd be better.
It's a great note, Mike. Good job.
Yeah, there's a lot.
He's just starting.
Yes. Swamp Thing. They are no pre-production. They are waiting for James Mangold to be ready and available.
He's working on a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, some sort of Star Wars project going
on.
Fuck
that. We're going Swamp Thing.
I think he has an obligation. I think he has a thing. I don't think he just leave in the middle
Yeah.
of it.
I would rather him leave.
Disney's-
I don't know.
Disney's
Burn that
probably
contract.
I don't think Disney's
I want to see
letting him.
Swamp Thing. I don't give a fuck what he's doing with
I
Star
think
Wars.
Disney's like,
I don't-
yo,
I
you
don't
fucked
shit
up
what
on
he's doing
Indiana
with that
Jones. You're
story about
making
the
us a good
Jedi.
Star Wars
I don't give
movie.
a shit what he said about the first Jedi. I don't care. Next Swamp Thing.
What did he say about the first Jedi? What happened?
He's
Yeah,
making
that's-
like a,
He wants to make
That's
a
the
movie
movie
about
he's
like,
making.
the very first Jedi or something.
yeah, that was his pitch.
Oh,
that was his
interesting.
pitch. And I
Okay,
can give a shit because I want a High Republic movie, but
but you want to
I just realized if that movie's called
Swamp
Star
Thing
Wars:
movie.
The First Jedi. There's also a movie actually called The Last Jedi.
Yeah, it's
So that
comes
must be
full
where it
circle.
ends, right?
It comes full circle. There you go.
My Adventures with Superman, My Adventures with Green Lantern, sorry, Starfire, and DC Superpowers all announced. I haven't found any information on DC Superpowers, so I don't know what the fuck that is.
No one
other than
does.
it being an animated show. My Adventures with Green Lantern will follow Jessica Cruz. Superman showrunner confirmed same continuity as My Adventures with Superman.
I have seen the Superman show. I think it's really fun and really cute. And I'm excited for this show, honestly. Yeah,
I'm excited for
like,
this. I haven't seen the Superman show, but I love Jessica Cruz as a concept and as
Yeah.
a character, so I'm excited for this show.
They are going to nail it. I'm so excited for it. So
Yeah, so that's obviously not DCU canon. We don't know about Starfire, and we definitely don't know about DC Superpowers.
I think we know the characters or something about it, but that's
yeah,
it.
it's
That's
all,
I
all
saw.
they said was it's like it's like Young Justice, but it's a school for young superheroes.
Yeah,
and Martian
that's what they
Manhunter is
said.
the principal or something.
It's like a,
I
like
think
a
it's
baby-
going to be a
show.
baby show.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be like
I mean, it's
fighting
not
his amazing
DC
friends.
Superpowers. It's a baby
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Fair
I think
enough,
it-
I guess.
There were some minor updates on the Supergirl movie. It is halfway shot, and we will not see Momoa's Lobo anytime soon because they don't have to shoot him outside at all.
Oh.
He did say that he looks like Lobo. So
I mean, of course he does, yeah.
I would hope so.
Momoa already looks like Lobo.
Yeah.
He
There you
could
go.
just be Momoa in like a black leather vest and it'd be fine.
You won't be seeing Lobo anytime soon. We shot that bitch inside, bitch.
Yeah, that's
So-
basically what he said.
Yeah.
Lantern
luck
series
Good luck. finding-
shooting began, and we got an image of Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart, played by Kyle
Oh, yeah.
Chandler and Aaron Pierre.
The guys.
Looks like guys in costumes.
Got the
Not
one
even-
green
Not even in costumes, just clothes.
Yeah.
almost close.
Yeah, the
Guys,
ring-
Hal's
With
jacket
ass
looks
rings
fucking
on.
disgusting.
He's married.
Hal's jacket looks like he's been sweating in it for like a week straight. It's gross looking.
It looks like he's been sleeping in it.
Yeah, it's nasty. He looks nasty.
I do like how he looks though. It's just not like what's wrong with Hal? Like he's been through some shit.
Yeah,
but
he's been through some
I'm
shit.
very
right?
excited for that show. I'm very excited for it.
Yes,
Um,
me as well.
yeah.
The Clayface film has its director officially, James Watkins. Previously directed Speak No Evil last year. So I've heard
Oh.
good things about that
Oh.
movie. I haven't
Yeah.
seen it, but I've heard good things.
Yeah, it's
Same.
yeah. I haven't seen it, but I've heard this name. It's pretty good. Yeah.
There is a Sergeant Rock film that we've been hearing about. It is currently looking
Oh, sorry.
for its lead.
Clayface is officially in the DCU canon. They've
Yes,
announced
yes,
that.
it is.
Officially. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
interesting.
I'm excited for
not,
that.
Not the Batman.
No,
Nope.
it is
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
DCU canon.
So it's
It
the
is-
same
they've-
one.
Yeah, they've said it's the same Clayface as from Creature Commandos.
So he really likes women, I guess, which is kind of
it
a
is.
weird.
It's supposed to be like a body horror thriller sort of dark movie.
Yes.
That's what they've said.
Now-
It's just silly that he's going to be playing video games, eating chips, and horny.
Totally
Like,
crazy. I did hear Daniel Radcliffe's name being thrown around for playing Clay.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
not-
No.
Okay.
All
right.
Or
Because I was like,
that
I
was
heard
a
that
rumor,
too.
yes, but not confirmed.
okay. Interesting.
I think James Gunn was like, "That'd be great," but I haven't talked to him or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of Daniels, Sergeant Rock film is looking for a lead. Daniel Craig was rumored to be playing Sergeant Rock. James Gunn confirmed that he was never on.
He would have been, dude. He would have been great. I'm sorry. I would really
they-
loved it.
The director or someone involved pitched it to Daniel Craig, but he was never actually involved. But the dynamic duo animated film is in pre-production, not set in the DCU, might be worked in, but story does not fit their current plans for DC Universe at the moment.
Okay.
So whatever that means.
Yeah. It could work, but we don't know yet. Even though it's a weird animated movie.
I think
you have a movie released, if it will. Yeah.
Considering how much their plans have changed since 2023, they're like, it might work out, but it might not.
Yeah.
That's their perspective.
Very odd.
I feel like that's going to hinge a lot on...
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was saying, I feel like it's going to hinge a lot on how Brave and the Bold's going to be. So...
if this is already in pre-production, this will be before Brave and the Bold.
Yeah, so then it just might be its own thing. I don't know. Well, they're kind of in the middle.
It's an animated film. The timeline for that's probably like 4 to 5 years. So arguably it could run.
You can get Brave and the Bold.
They have also said Brave and the Bold will not be coming until after Batman Part 2. So it's about the same timeline.
They said, actually, he said, there is a Batman movie coming in 2026, and he wouldn't confirm which one it was.
I think
which is really weird.
It's just Clayface, though.
No, he said Batman, because they already talked about Clayface. He said specifically there is a Batman movie.
Spin-off. Yeah.
And it wasn't spin-off, it was Batman. Yeah. And because we're expecting it to be the Batman Part 2, but people were like, because what happened was he was like, there was a Batman movie coming in 2026, and everyone went, oh yeah, the Batman Part 2, and he went, It was like that. So
interesting.
I don't know.
Peacemaker Season 2 comes August. That's official. We're getting it very soon. Okay, on to Brave and the Bold now.
Oh boy.
Flash director Andy Muschietti is at arm's length on the project, and Safran implies Muschietti is not involved in development, but will see the finished script. And then the outlet said that at that time, a final decision on the director will be made.
Good.
I don't
Sounds like after the Flash movie, they lost a lot of faith in him.
Yeah.
Gunn says he is now the driving force behind the film, working closely with the writer.
Badge.
So can I pop in and do my conspiracy theory now?
Yeah, you got to mention this.
Gunn said two things here at different points in this conference. He said what you just said. He said he's the driving force and he's working very closely with the writer, but he won't announce the writer yet because he doesn't want to put pressure on him. That's what he said. And then another point, he said, I'm writing my next project.
Yes.
And everyone was like, oh, and he basically alluded to the fact that it might not be a Superman sequel. And then he walked that back because someone said, because you're not making a Superman sequel. And he said, I don't necessarily say that. So he was toting this line of what movie he's writing next. Also, he slipped up when he said which movie he's writing because he said the movie that I'm writing and directing, that I'm writing, I think he's writing Brave and the Bold. I think he's writing it, and I think he's going to direct it too. That's my conspiracy.
I have a sneaking suspicion as well.
It's too suspicious that he wouldn't say who the writer was, and it's either he's directing Brave and the Bold or he's directing like a world's finest movie, but it's probably Brave and the Bold.
Yeah,
he probably wants to hold off on like the reception for Superman before he goes. Yeah, I'm working on Batman too, guys. Look at me.
It's a bad look to just be like, Muschietti's no longer working on this.
Oh,
yeah. So you don't want to outright say that.
Yeah, no, not at all.
I think we'll know though, either if it's in the trades or what. I also remember flashback to when he was writing Superman. Mm-hmm. He did the same game. He was like, "I'm writing Superman. I'm not sure if I'm going to direct it. We'll see. I don't really know." And then he ended up directing it.
Yeah.
So
gotcha.
Yeah.
I think it'll happen.
He also said in the same conversation, same part, like in sequence, everyone knows Batman's my favorite superhero. So I care a lot about this project.
Yeah, like he was even when they were talking about like that little shot in him and Creature Commandos, he had like a whole blurb talking about that.
That pairs with, I think, this 6-year plan thing. Yeah. Because my current headcanon, whatever theory, let's math this out. So right now he's doing Superman. That's like a year, a little less than a year. It's like 6 months out, right? And then let's say he starts making Batman. That's probably at least 2 years, maybe 3 years out, right? And then if he makes another movie, another 2 years out. We're at 6 years now. I think Gunn is going to probably direct Batman Brave and the Bold, and then I think he's probably going to write and direct Justice League, and that's their big crossover movie. That's like my current headcanon. We'll see what happens. But if you line up with the productions, if he did that, it would line up with 6 years on pretty closely. And I just have this feeling that's, I don't know, I just got a feeling that's what we're looking at.
Is he doing anything for Supergirl or no?
No. He's completely hands off. Yeah.
Okay.
No, he also said his favorite project is something that nobody knows about. And separately, he's also said that he's working on something that he wouldn't disclose. So,
I just want to say, with Thatch and I were talking about when Thatch was telling me his seeking suspicion about this whole thing. I was just like, dude, I don't like how I'm very happy doing Superman. I feel like outside of Batman, Superman's the upfront. You got to get him right, but having to do Superman and Batman. There goes Shrek. He's good. I'd rather see another director get that film rather than having just James doing both. I feel like that's just too much of I'm trying to I get it. He's very protective and he can maybe he can pen the script possibly, but this doesn't work when, especially director like him. If he's writing it, yes, he's gonna direct it. I'm not sold on Gunn doing Brave and the Bold. I'd rather have someone else work on that project. And I was even saying to Thatch that I would love if Gunn was doing World's Finest, but it literally sounds like Batman v Superman and Snyder's trilogy. You have Superman movie, a Batman movie, or Batman v Superman, whatever shit, and then you do fucking Justice League to make her a little trilogy. I don't want a repeat of history in that regard. It's not like saying that Brave and the Bold would be like having Superman in it. I don't know, but I just want to have someone else work on that because Gunn's he seems so entitled, not entitled to the idea, but just honing in on hey, we're trying to give different voices, these different characters. I just want to see that with this Batman. It's got to be a very different take than what we're used to right now with Pattinson. I think we should go back to more I think we will in this universe, fantastical, with the Tim Burton films. So I don't know. I'll have to see. And there's a lot that this movie has to sell me on, especially with Damian, because I'm not really interested in that character. And then you're also trying to sell it into the idea again of really introducing Robin into a Batman film that hasn't been really properly done, not counting Dark Knight Rises, almost 30 years. I don't know. That was just a thought I was having when Thatch and I were kind of talking about this.
You said something. I'm on the fence, but you said something that I think does ring true. You said it's almost like if you have this toy box and you're playing with all of the best toys in the toy box, and you're not letting anyone else touch them.
Yeah, that's what it. And you got the best characters, fucking Batman.
Here's what I would say. In defense of that idea, I don't really care who directs it, but he said separately in this conference he's had some regrets about putting certain writers on certain projects in relation to the delays and the issues, and also there's all the drama or potential drama with Andy Muschietti on this movie. So I completely understand if his mindset is if I want it done right, I just got to do it myself.
Yeah,
I agree. Look, if it's the Damian Wayne version of the movie that he has clearly been every time he talks about it, he pitches it hardcore. He's a father-son story, blah, blah. If he wants that story to be told, he's got to be the one to tell that story because clearly he really cares about it.
Yeah.
I think my thought is I would have rather he given Batman to a different director and let them craft their own from the ground up. I don't think anyone is going to take Gunn's Damian pitch and make it for him properly.
Yes. I think.
Yes. I'm with you on that match, honestly, 100%.
I think his perspective is probably especially with the issues I just touched on. Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman's been radio silent. I think he's waiting to get to her. Are actually so important that he knows that they need to be perfect when they happen.
Actually, I'm so glad you brought up the Wonder Woman thing, because I agree. I think he's waiting to get to Wonder Woman. I actually think that Wonder Woman, there's a good chance, especially with the mascara show falling through.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a fairly good chance that they approach Wonder Woman the same way that the Justice League animated show did, and she is the POV new character introduced in the Justice League movie. Like, they introduce her in that movie the same way she's introduced as like a new team member and I think that would be Gunn's way of like what you just said. Now he gets to introduce the new Wonder Woman. Now he gets to do that at the same time as the Justice League, and
yeah.
If they did something like that, I think that would be cool. It's a unique way of just kind of incorporating her and actually making her a main focus element in the story rather than how they had her in Batman v Superman. So that served me.
All right, back on to Batman notes.
Sorry, so much.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, man, I'm very
fine.
excited for this. I'm very excited for this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm like outside the Damien stuff, but man, I'm like, there's so much writing on this that I'm kind of being like just picky about who to direct it. I love Gunn. Don't get me wrong, but like, dude, share some with everyone else. Don't hoard the plate. So I don't know if he does have a very compelling father and son story to tell. I mean, look at Guardians 2, man. That's a great movie. I think he can definitely tell that tale with Damian and Bruce, but we'll see. I don't know. We need more details. I need to know a bit more if he's actually going to do it. What's further beyond? That's all. So
Gunn said he would not rule anything out regarding Batman appearing in a project before Brave and the Bold, but he could show up in something else, but the actor doesn't exist yet, was his quote.
Yeah. Okay.
Safran also teased more Batman news soon. What that means, don't know, but that's what he said.
Okay.
On the topic of Pattinson, Gunn says Pattinson, they reiterated this several times, Pattinson is Elseworlds, separate, will not be Batman in Brave and the Bold. So just kind of finally putting to bed that argument or that thought process of like Pattinson coming over. Then there was a pretty fun interaction that I love regarding the Titans film that was previously leaked about. A reporter asked about rumors for the screenplay of Titans. Safran accidentally confirmed, saying, "That script's not ready yet. I think we said Anna Nogueira is writing it." Gunn said, "We haven't said that." Safran said, "No, I think it was out there." He said, "It's out there." And then he said that her script is amazing, but it's not finished yet. So that's all we got for that so far. That same reporter asked about the rumor of the Bane and Deathstroke film, and Gunn said that Matthew Orton is working on a script, who was the rumored writer for that film, is working on a script for DC Studios that is something like a Bane and Deathstroke story. And then, so that's pretty much it for the show and movie stuff that I found most interesting. And then I just thought this was cute. On the topic of DCU canon games, Safran describes James as an avid gamer, and Gunn says the first DCU game will come a couple years from now. So, all right.
I want to be described. I want to be described as an avid gamer.
Yeah.
Because I play Spider-Man 2.
I just imagine James is like
and nothing else.
James
Well,
just like he leans over, he starts writing Batman, then he starts playing Marvel Rivals or some shit.
He's text to speech writing the
Chainsaw.
script while he plays the
he
Arkham
make
games.
that?
He did make that. Michael Rooker voices in it.
Oh, I know. Oh, that's crazy.
It's a weird ass game.
That does feel like a James Gunn ass.
Wait,
Yeah.
what game?
Lollipop Chainsaw.
Oh, that's right. Oh god, that's the worst of James Gunn's.
It is old James Gunn shit there.
That is
man.
peak
that's
old
weird.
James
That is
Gunn.
him.
It is.
That's so
I
strange.
just remember when that game came out, and then after seeing the first or second Guardians, I was like, "Wait, James Gunn did this?" Like, what?
He did just make weird shit back in the day.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
Someone just gave him a lot of money to just make random shit back in the day.
So I have an honest question, right, for all of you on these topics overall. Do you think not when it comes to our conspiracy theories about where the DCU is going and the clarity there, in terms of what they just were trying to deliver to us, do you feel like you have a clearer understanding of the future of the DCU after this conference, or a more confused understanding?
More confused.
Or unchanged? Same perspective.
More confused.
Yeah, I'm more confused.
Yeah.
I'm much more confused.
Very clearly, their plans are very fluid right now, and I get it because they literally haven't even started their universe. Superman hasn't come out yet, but like they're getting there. The wheels are turning. You know, Supergirl's
something's
almost halfway
happening.
done.
Something's happening, but not fully seen it yet.
Yes.
So, yeah,
I think
right now they're like. They've got a lot of ideas. Some have fallen off. They're waiting to see if some stick or not.
Yeah,
some
it's
are
really things
already
at the wall.
going.
Yeah.
So
I think
It's
I know
strange.
I have a good grasp on what the immediate future is for DC, but not the bigger
Yeah, and
picture.
after it's a little vague.
Yeah,
I
after
think-
after Clayface, it's pretty big.
I think that this conference was a mistake.
Yeah,
If I'm being perfectly honest with you, I think they crashed out here a little bit. I think they fumbled it.
I think they should have waited like a little.
Well,
they should have
The
waited till after
2023
Superman.
big blowout was also way too early because half of those projects ain't happening or are having a really hard time.
Yeah,
I think they need to figure. I think what's funny about this is if you compare this to like a Marvel announcement, it's like night and day. Like typically when Marvel announces something, it's like they'll do something like the thing that shows like, okay, here are all the 10 projects coming out next year. And you know exactly what they are and what they're going to be for and whatever.
And like this
Or,
shit's
like,
locked and loaded. People are on it. It's happening, whether it's good or not. It's happening.
Or Brad Winterbaum going, yep, next year you're going to get Daredevil Born Again Season 2, Spider-Man Season 2, and the Punisher Special. All going to happen. You know? Yeah. I think that they need to figure out their technique, honestly, when it comes to this announcing stuff.
Well,
they haven't quite... I think doing a weird...
They have to start,
I think doing a weird closed doors yet open Q&A format for this was... not the way to go. So I don't know what the solution is, but generally, they're clearly still figuring out how to announce a universe and a slate.
Well, and all the uncertainty comes from the fact that like they won't officially give their seal of approval on anything until they've read the script and they think it's good. So they won't agree to. So if they get the script for Clayface and it sucks, they're gonna be like, nope, axe it, it's done.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
Probably the issue with Waller right now is they can't get anything with Waller figured out because
who gives a shit?
Waller.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Also, that was also
it's one
weird.
of the projects that won't get off the ground. It was supposed to come out before Peacemaker Season 2, but
yeah.
Do you guys remember that announcement? It was a video of James Gunn standing there.
Oh yeah,
just telling you the thing.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I just think they need to figure their shit out.
It's very strange. I don't.
And James Gunn needs to, honestly, probably just get off like social media and stop responding to Q&A stuff constantly.
That's the biggest problem. Is that James feels. Look, the thing is, you can say what you want.
He's very
about Kevin
particular about what he responds to, though, because like the Deathstroke and Bane thing, never responded to. The Daniel Craig thing, never responded to. The Ana Nogueira Titan script, never responded to. That was Peter Safran that confirmed that. So,
but he's still on Twitter answering stuff constantly.
Yeah, but it's nothing like groundbreaking, actually like important.
No,
but I do think like part of it contributes to like when it's an open forum like that, you're contributing to like these confusing, and then you're right. Even if he doesn't respond to something, is that him confirming it or is that him ignoring it or like?
Mm-hmm.
And even something he responds to like 3 years ago, people will hold on to that and be like, "That's happening."
So old.
And even though things can change behind the scenes, and he'll be like, "Well, this isn't exactly the case." Like like when he said the Flash.
He's also
was like
a sneaky little shit. Sometimes he'll just say stuff to throw you off.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Or he'll tweet a photo of him and Zack Snyder together, which contributes to nothing and was just a troll.
Yeah. And all the
I just
Snyder
brought
fans
Zach
are like,
in to show him how much better I'm doing than he was. That's all.
all the Snyder fans look like Cliff right now when they saw that photo. They were just like,
They were.
Restore the Snyderverse.
Yeah, they're still hoping to restore the Snyderverse.
yeah, they're like, well,
Hey,
Elseworlds was a thing.
It worked for hashtag Save Daredevil, so.
It did.
Because it was actually a good thing.
It worked. I think hashtag Save Daredevil was the most successful campaign ever.
Shout out.
No. The bullying the Sonic team to remake Sonic was the most successful. Second is Daredevil.
People are about to do that again with a certain movie.
Please. Hashtag Shrek makeover.
I don't know. It's weird.
But
with the whole
yeah, it's very strange, very interesting.
I want James. I want to be there. I want to be a fan, buddy. I want to be there.
It hasn't even started. Calm down.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I want to be there. I want to be there.
You're not doing it for me, James. I haven't seen you make anything, but it's not working for me, James.
You're not giving me shit here, man.
We'll find it. We'll see what We'll see what he cooks with Superman.
This ain't shit to me, man.
Speaking of people cooking, we got a Shrek 5 teaser, and I don't know if it was the right chef in the kitchen.
But they cooked regardless.
Yeah, some cooking did happen.
All right.
How did it taste?
Tastes like shit.
So we can tell who's the biggest Shrek fan here. Yeah.
Me.
I got a lot of thoughts.
I got thoughts too. I want you to go first.
First and foremost, Zendaya is playing Felicia. I hate that so much. I'm so tired of Zendaya playing everyone and everything.
You found out that she voices Amy in Sonic 4.
She will. She will now.
I think that'll be Ty's final day. I think Ty will become the Punisher after that.
Yeah. I will go through Tom Holland to take out Zendaya.
What if it's rude?
That's all too real and probable, and I hate that so much.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put that in your mind, but I just had to ask.
Yep. All right, that's a reality I probably live in now. I hate her design. She looks awful. And yeah, don't like
her eyes are the wrong color.
And it gives me no faith for Fergus or Farkle. Not looking forward to seeing them. Granted, I never wanted to see them grow up ever. I didn't need that in my life, and I didn't want it. And we're getting it. And
did you want them to still be babies?
Yeah.
I just wanted them to disappear.
That's a good idea.
Did you want to just be in college? You wanted Shrek 5?
I don't think I could have handled another movie of them being babies, though. I think I would have.
I was hopeful for a Shrek 5. I didn't want it, and I didn't need it. I was hopeful.
Well, you got it. You're gonna get it.
We're getting it. We're getting it whether I fucking like it or not.
The announcement is weird too because they're like Zendaya. Oh damn! It's like what is that?
Damn.
Who the fuck? What is that all about? Is that how we announce shit now? Oh damn!
Oh damn! Yeah, I'm sorry. I watched that and I was like, "Is this fucking real or is this some AI bullshit?"
I did think it was AI. It looks like some weird like
TikTok or whatever the fuck they made.
Especially when it's not in motion.
Okay. I want to go on my belligerent rant. And look, I think you guys can discredit me if you want because I'm not like a Shrek fan. I've been indifferent to Shrek my whole life, right? I have to say, I do think that in many ways, this teaser was the most Shrek 5 teaser you could have gotten. You gotta step back and realize how Shrek has always been like commentating on the times like aggressively, like not subtly. Like they're gonna bring the two villains to a fast food restaurant and make fun of McDonald's right in your face, or they're gonna make fun of modern day theme parks like right in your face. And you know, frankly, if Shrek was made, if TikTok existed in the 2000s, the Shrek movies would have made a joke about it, like easily. There's no way they wouldn't have. You know, like it's just part, and yet, and like I'm sure the adults in the time
they
watched
also
Shrek and
reference
were like,
the horrible Gary's Mod Shrek stuff that has come up since then.
I know, yeah. It's like I'm sure adults at the time like saw the fast food jokes and saw that and like were rolling their eyes like, oh my god, and like they were playing like also okay. On the Zendaya of it all, I agree. It's almost meme-worthy that Zendaya's in it. It's like Chris Pratt voicing Mario level to me,
Except
honestly.
it's worse. Because she's in how many projects next year?
Well, Chris Pratt's in everything too, dude. I mean, come on. He's voicing Garfield and Mario. Like he's in everything.
Yeah, but those were years apart. She's in 6 projects next year. 6 big movies next year.
That's true. But the Shrek movies have always casted very famous actors as their main characters. I mean, you know, I can't now. My brain's flatlining. But they cast the girl from Charlie's Angels to be you know his wife, and then obviously Shrek is a very famous. I mean, he's Michael Myers is a famous comedian. You know,
Mike Myers.
All of them are like very famous. Even Justin Timberlake is in fucking Shrek 3. You know what I mean? For no reason, Justin Timberlake's in it. So again, I'm not necessarily surprised that Zendaya's in it. Like, it's very Shrek to cast someone.
No, it wasn't surprising. It was just like, her. You know, it was like, it was...
Right.
It's not surprising. It just makes me feel hatred.
I think that there was like 3 ways to approach this movie. I think either A, it was going to be like a softened... It wasn't going to be a Shrek that constantly pokes fun at the times in modern day, like the tropes and all that, and like what we experience in pop culture. You know, it was either going to be where they didn't even address that, they soften all the edges of Shrek, and they just essentially make like a generic, vaguely parody fairy tale movie. They could have been that, right? Like there's a very chance we could have gotten that version of Shrek, you know, or they could have made a Shrek movie that is like stuck in the mid-2000s and is constantly referencing things from the mid-2000s, like the stock market crashes and Shrek needs to sell his house or something, and it's made for old people like us who like would be aware of jokes from the 2000s. And it could have been that, or it could have been, I think, this version where it's like, let's take the same philosophy Shrek had, but let's move it a decade later, you know? And that's kind of what this feels like to me. It feels, I don't know, I'm not a Shrek fan, but it feels very Shrek to me that these are the jokes. These are the, like...
I would love to be in the writer's room for this movie. Like, let's put TikTok in there.
I can already tell this is going to be... All of the edges have been sanded down.
I don't know, man. They say damn at the end of the trailer. He says, God damn. He says, God damn, or hot damn, or something like that.
Oh, damn.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
No.
I don't know.
Editor,
damn makes me question. I don't know. Damn doesn't get said in a lot of animated movies.
No.
You know? Also, they do make a joke about Shrek being buff and then having Pinocchio pop up and be like horny for Shrek. Like, it's literally a joke.
There's of adult jokes, and like even like the first Shrek movie, there's a ton in there, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I was surprised. It was frankly a lot more adult than I thought it was gonna be. Like I don't know. I don't think there was any edges stuff, but that's just my opinion, I guess. Like the horny Pinocchio, the oh damn, the like horny memes. To me, it feels very Shrek.
Horny memes. So many horny memes.
Again, I'm not a Shrek faithful. You know, I have a different perspective.
The horny memes of Shrek. There's nothing. This is the best sentence ever uttered.
The thirst traps.
The Shrek thirst traps of old.
It's true.
It's
Well, maybe I'm probably wrong. I don't know. I don't love.
I agree with you. I don't really look, man. Shrek is definitely has made its significant impact on pop culture ever since it was introduced. and has not died down whatsoever. So now it's really buying into it so much of having another Shrek movie. I'm honestly curious. Am I excited? Fuck no. I just got the Dogman movie. I'm good. I'm set, man. I got my own thing. And we got Wild Robot, which is another great movie. I don't know. I do like Shrek 2. Love it. I like it. But I don't know, man. I do want to see this movie with you guys, especially with Ty. Because it's coming out during like Christmas time. We'll see next year. I don't know.
Oh my god!
That would be an awesome experience because I think that'd be the best way I could see this.
It might just suck and it might piss everyone off.
I think Ty would piss off, but I mean, I'm sorry, I would get amusement out. See, Ty's
Ty's like gonna break his pen.
He's
chapstick.
It's like the Kingpin from Spider-Verse where he's clicking on the pen. He's going.
Look, but Ty loves Shrek, so his opinion matters more than any of ours, to be honest.
Absolutely. I have nothing to really defend
it's also
this
like, I will say, it's a teaser coming out like over a year, like almost, I think it's over a year before the movie comes out. Like, this is really early to drop a teaser for a Shrek movie. So I, frankly, everything we're speculating right now, it could completely change when the movie comes out, and this might just have been a standalone teaser. Like, we might watch the movie and then watch this and be like, ew, why does Donkey look like that? Oh, it was an early design or something. You know?
Yeah, I hope they fix the designs because I fucking hate this shit. I'm just looking at it more and I'm getting more and more pissed off. It's not ugly anymore. It's like they've illuminationed them and made them all like soft and cute and round. And I don't.
You're right. The animation style has been softened for sure. Like, absolutely. You know.
Oh yeah, 1,000,000%. But
yeah,
Shrek
honestly
always had like Shrek 2 holds up great visually, but like all the character designs had this like sort of like this ugliness, almost like the Arkham games where it's like all the characters are kind of ugly looking. Yeah, and I like that. And now they just look like babies. This looks like baby's first Shrek.
It's yeah, I don't disagree. But I don't. Because it's like, do you make it look intentionally?
I fucking hate Pinocchio.
Do you make it look intentionally bad? I think you do. I think that's what you're.
I think you just make them look like the characters.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell. I was looking at them. I was looking at a lot of them, and I was like, "What is the issue with them? Is it the fact that they are softer, or is it the fact that they're all old?"
Okay. I actually like that. I can actually like that Shrek looks like he's aged. I think that's kind of,
I'm okay with that.
Like
I'm fine with the crow's feet. It's just
his crow's
him
feet
also looking more like a baby rather than like his face looks older in Shrek 4.
He's an old baby.
Like, I think they should. I think Shrek should. Also, there is one major flaw. Even if you like the designs or what, I'm like really indifferent. The one thing I do like, not in the designs, I do like the animation. Like the character animation is really nice. Like the way they move
specifically. Look at that.
Yes, like the way they move is really nice. Like the actual like expression and like the way that they're acting is really. I like that quite a bit. They're not like, it's not over animated. Janky.
I'm glad it's not this.
True.
Oh yeah.
But I will say they made a major fuck up by having. If you look at the Photoshop of buff Shrek, it's using the old Shrek model
head, and it looks so much better.
Well, they're forcing a comparison immediately. Like they're forcing you to acknowledge
jump cut to his face now.
Yes, and I think that was a massive mistake. Like, should not like. I think you don't want to force a comparison like that. Yeah, there's Donkey. Donkey looks weird. Donkey looks so weird to me.
Left out in the sun for too long. His brain's been melting.
His entire like facial structure is different. I mean, all their facial structures are different.
Yeah.
Shrek is the least changed, and he's still.
Fiona looks like she's 14.
Yeah, Fiona looks. I don't like Fiona at all. I can say that much. They made her. I don't know, like the proportions of her face to her hair are like Something about it's just off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, Shrek looks. I don't know how to say this, but he looks more like an old white man now. Like he just looks like an old white man. Does that make sense?
Does. Yeah,
like,
no, I get what you're saying. Yeah,
look like a monster anymore, or like a creature.
doesn't.
He looks like an old white man.
If you took the ears away and made him flesh tone, yeah, he'd look like Lay.
You're going, oh, he looks so ugly, and I hate it.
I hope he doesn't watch this.
I hope he does watch this.
That's fucked up.
And people are gonna. You would say I'm nitpicking. I hate the outfit changes as well. There's two big changes. Shrek's shirt has always been like a potato sack, where it's just a round cut where his neck is.
Yeah.
They made it like this, which this was the closest thing I could find on short notice, but when I bought it. But it's got two holes and it's got the ties. His vest is supposed to have the tie that goes across, not his shirt. His vest has the holes for the ties, and it doesn't have the tie.
New outfit.
I don't like it. I hate it.
New age Shrek.
I hate it. I hate it.
I also,
as the guy who studied the Shrek outfit for a month trying to find the closest matches on Amazon or whatever.
Also, they chatified the mirror guy that he's been like mewing for 15 years.
Yeah, his jaw and his cheekbones are pointier.
Yes,
this is a very interesting discussion because you see this on the entire internet right now. There's a lot of contention.
Yeah, I think it is weird. I think Shrek is a bizarre brand, and I think it's difficult to. Frankly, what it's giving me is, I think it's opening up the Pandora's box of, should they have made a Shrek 5? Like, that's the feeling I'm getting. Like, is there any way to have nailed a Shrek 5 nowadays in a way that people would accept? That's my question, and I don't know if there is. Shrek is such a weird niche from a specific era in animated movies. I don't know if it. I don't know. Like,
it's part of animation history.
Here's the thing. You could make it work if you, like anything, if you have the right people with the right talent who care. I can tell that there's not a lot of passion behind it with this.
Could you get every one of the Shrek fans to like it? And I don't think you could.
That's can't get every one of any fan of anything.
No, I know, but like a majority, like an accepted majority. And I don't think you could, because I think everyone has a very specific interpretation of what they want out of Shrek, and I don't think that. We're having a philosophical discussion about Shrek, but I know, Tyler, like you have a very specific mindset of what it is. But there's also a ton of people that like Shrek that have a completely different understanding, you know, and like for completely different. I don't know if you could do it in a way. I don't know. Like, that's my thought. Like, I think Puss in Boots succeeded because it was not a Shrek sequel. It was a Puss in Boots sequel. And the Puss in Boots movie, you know, whether you like it or don't, it was not like a cultural moment. It kind of like came and went, you know? So you can reinvent the wheel with Puss in Boots, do something new, really go for a completely different, like, aesthetic and, like, style of animation, and people will accept it because they don't have a predetermined, like, this is Puss in Boots. You know what I mean?
Also, it's going to be fucking weird to see, for one, Puss got a new art style for the second movie. And now he's going to go back to a different, not the old art style, but a different art style, but they're not going to change his model because that movie was so successful. So it's going to be the old Puss-looking model with new models for everyone else. Like,
yeah, we'll have to see how Puss. I don't know. I'm kind of shocked. I think this is also the issue is in terms of aesthetics. I think everyone was either expecting them to keep it looking the same or for them to make it look like Puss in Boots at The Last Wish. I was expecting them to make it look like Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
I would have preferred that.
They didn't do either. They're in the middle, and that's the problem. That's the issue. They didn't commit, and I think that's part of the problem. They either should have committed to that style, or they should have committed to old Shrek. I think that would have... Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I apologize.
Shrek 4 looks great, still. That movie looks fantastic. I would have rather they done that or just whole hog switch to the Last Wish style.
Yeah.
But this this really like just playing it safe, ridiculous. Look is I don't. It feels too safe. It's too tame.
I agree. No, I think that they should have committed to a
dangerous.
They should have committed.
Shrek is supposed to be dangerous. He's supposed to feel. Yeah. He's supposed to make you feel slightly uncomfortable. He's not Disney. He's like he challenges that.
I mean, that was the whole point of the first movie. Yeah. This isn't Disney, man. This is freaking edgy DreamWorks.
I think just because I'm such an animation nerd, I love talking about this. I think here's my opinion on Shrek's like animation in the old Shrek, right? You're right. It makes you uncomfortable. It's uncanny, and I think you're right. It works for the good Shrek movies, especially Shrek 2. You know, I don't think when they set out to make Shrek 1 aesthetically that they were like, we're gonna make an uncanny, weird 3D movie. I think that it was a byproduct of the fact that it was made in 2001. You know what I mean? So, but then I think that it became a part of the brand. So I think the issue with DreamWorks is I think their mindset is, oh, we need to update it because it looks bad unintentionally so, and we want to fix that. And I think they needed to go, wait, it looked bad unintentionally originally, but now it's become part of the brand. Yeah. We need to own it.
Misunderstood.
It makes sense to look bad or ugly because your main character is an ogre.
Yes.
Like he's a monster. He's not like a princess. Yeah. He's not a prince. He's not supposed to be pretty or cute. And like the stories for the Shrek movies were always like compared to Disney movies, more adult leaning, more like more grungy sort of.
Yes. Yeah, I think I think that's why the uncanny art style ended up working for the brand is like, again, it even though it was unintentional, it's a commentary on Disney animation aesthetically. You know? I think they just should have, like you said, either commit to Puss in Boots or lean into that.
Yeah, and what we're getting now is just it's the illumination effect.
It's like it's just nothing. There's no distinct anything about it. You know,
they took away Mario's ass for the Mario movie. They took away Shrek's grit for the Shrek movie.
Yeah,
that was my biggest problem with that movie.
Yeah, me too.
He had no booty.
When I saw the poster, tisk.
Nothing to clutch onto.
Yeah,
I have to head out, unfortunately.
Okay, sorry, man.
All right.
No, that's all right. No, I mean, I don't think. Were you guys talking about anything else beyond the
Andor trailer?
Oh shit! All right. Well, I am looking forward to Andor season 2. So weird that they used an actual like song that's not like Star Wars.
It's kind of epic music. It's kind of sick though.
I actually like. Don't get me wrong. I actually liked it. It works for Andor because Andor is such a fascinating show. I'm looking forward to it very much so. It's kind of a good streak for Star Wars right after Skeleton Crew. So, yeah, brought me on, guys. I'm sorry I had to leave abruptly, but yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
Braden, I want to say right now, you are not allowed to make me green and put my head on Shrek's body for the thumbnail. You already did that joke for Red Hulk.
I wasn't going to do that.
You were going to. No. There's no way you weren't going to. Considering I'm wearing the costume.
I was going to ask you to edit this episode, actually.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, buddy.
Wow. Yeah, ask the guy with 2 D&D games this weekend.
Okay, well then I'll do it. Sorry.
No, it's fine. You're sick.
I'm getting over my illness.
3 weeks in a row.
It was not 3 weeks in a row, you poo.
It will be if I'm editing last week, this week, and next week.
You didn't edit last week.
I did edit last week.
Oh, yeah. You're not editing next week.
I will be. I don't want to be editing on my D&D weeks. That's why I edit on those other weekends.
Oh, fine. Then I'll just do it. It's fine.
No, I'll do it. It's fine.
Anyway.
No.
Last thought on Shrek. Why didn't they just make Puss in Boots 3? That's my thing. Why didn't you just do that?
Yeah, put Shrek in it and give him a cool epic
Kratos fight scene. He does like a cool Puss in Boots fight scene.
That'd be if you're gonna do a Shrek 5, that's a great way to get Shrek back into cinema before a Shrek 5 is bring him into Puss in Boots.
You're right.
Just imagine Shrek with a big ass beard,
and then you
and
don't
he's
have
got,
to deal with
like
if you could bring in Donkey, because Donkey and Puss have a great relationship, but then you don't need to deal with like Fiona and the kids or anything like that.
Yeah, and you get to like prep people for a new new take on Shrek.
Yeah,
you
get to test the waters.
Exactly. Yeah, not deal with what we're dealing with now, where everyone's like, "Ugh," you know.
Yeah.
So.
even
Pinocchio, get out of here, you fucking freak.
Yeah,
he's done that so many times. I agree with you. I don't like Pinocchio at all. I think he's too round.
I hate his design. He looks like a pervert now.
He does.
Like
he was always a pervert.
He always has been a pervert. But the old design has like more of like a creepy little boy look. This looks just like a pervert.
Yeah.
His hat's really shiny. Like, really shiny.
It's all shiny. It's all cutesy, like, clean, cartoony.
He's lubed up, bro.
Yeah, he is. He's ready to insert that hat into Shrek's ass.
He's ready for Shrek.
What's going to be really weird is when they show a human in this new art style, and it looks nothing like the humans from...
Yeah, it will.
It's going to look like a Pixar character.
Yes. Yeah.
Their big eyes walk over and they're like,
do the roar kids in it, but he's all cute and like a baby, not like a little freak.
You're right.
Do the roar doesn't work like a grown man.
It doesn't work with the cute kid. It only works with the freak kid.
Yeah, it looks like Brayden. That's how it works.
The joke falls apart because it's not. The whole point is that he's a weird, fugly looking kid who goes,
yeah, get it right.
All right.
Yeah, look at him. Look at him. You hate Shrek? Fuck you.
I hate him now.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's a little shithead.
Yeah, look at him. He's not cute. He's ugly. Look at his stupid hair.
They would give him big, like, Mario eyes and have him be all cutesy and,
have a little button nose. Yeah. Like, do the roar.
Oh, are they going to put the princess with the deep voice... What's her name?
Oh, there's no way in hell they do that.
How are they, if they put her in the movie, how would they redesign her? I don't know how that would work.
Really supposed to be a cross-dresser. Like, that's...
Not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
There's no way.
No, I don't. I think she is actually a woman in the Shrek world or whatever.
I think so, too.
I think so. I think that's
hard to tell because the wolf is a cross.
Oh no, they can't put her in it because her voice actress is dead. Voice actor is dead. Yeah, he's dead. So that's why. He's dead. I don't need to touch that.
But they won't do the wolf either because the wolf cross.
No, they're not doing the wolf. They're not doing. There's probably a lot of characters they won't tackle. Honestly, that's the thing with Shrek.
It's just gonna be safe, watered down, like baby time.
Also, by the way, I have one last note about... God, there's so much to talk about with Shrek. It's insane. It's fucking crazy.
Way more than I thought. This is actually a Shrek episode.
I know.
The Shrek episode.
Last thing. This is going to sound insane. This might be a multiverse movie. And hear me out.
No.
Because the reason I say that is because before the trailer came out, there was a leak that came out that said Zendaya was going to voice Shrek's daughter like a week ago. And in that leak, they also said that the story has like multiverse-ish elements to it. So Zendaya being in the movie kind of retro, like, and it's not like this rumor came out like 6 months ago. It was like a week ago, you know? Mm-hmm. Might retroactively confirm that it's got multiverse elements to it.
I don't even know what...
This movie just might outright suck. Might be dead in the water.
Kung Fu Panda 4 wasn't very well received, so it's...
boring. That was just a very boring...
The only thing I liked about Kung Fu Panda 4, I didn't watch it. The only thing I liked from it was Jack Black singing "Hit Me Baby One More Time."
Yep. That seems like the only reason why they wanted to make the movie.
I've seen it actually like twice. It's not like bad, it's just nothing. It's just very generic.
But like it was only really made because everyone was like, "Yo, dude, Kung Fu Panda," and Jack Black was like, "Let's do it."
I thought they were going to do a Kung Fu Panda movie in the Puss in Boots art style because that would be fucking awesome, you know. And they didn't, and I'm like, why? Like
those movies are Those movies can.
But they also didn't change the art style, like to
No.
be all silly and safe.
Yeah, it's weird.
No.
It's very
It's-
strange.
It's
That's like the
imagine
one movie.
How I'm feeling right now, the perfect way to like put yourself in my shoes. Imagine if they brought back How to Train Your Dragon, but it was like the like cutest little toyetic, like cartoony baby art style. How would you feel about that?
You hit me in the gut because I really like How to Train Your Dragon.
I know.
I would.
Yeah,
It's like
that's
they
your
took the
Shrek.
show. It's like they took the show's art style and turned it into the movies. That's what it would be.
I would be. Yeah, I'd be sad, man.
Mhm.
I'd be really sad, especially since
Yeah.
How to Train Your Dragon does have like a grit to like the.
It does.
Not the characters- they're not unappealing looking like Shrek's are. I mean, they're not
I mean,
like
some of them are.
like-
Some of them are pretty ugly.
right, a few, but
But like Hiccup
it's
he's handsome.
yes, but they give him like he's got stubble and there you can see the sweat. Like it's a very grounded, gritty like texture.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
you're
very
right. That would
grounded.
be really cool.
It's a very grounded.
Yeah.
art
The
style.
ugly characters.
That's
look
one of the
ugly.
only saving graces about putting it in live action is it translates slightly better because the world was already grounded in with like texture
Yeah.
and reality.
And you'll get the actor they chose. He will actually age, as
Yes.
these movies take years to get made.
Yes.
That's so wild.
Oh, did DreamWorks did How to Train Your Dragon? Fuck. Are they gonna do a new How to Train Your Dragon?
Probably.
It's I
would
mean, they're
not
doing
surprise
live
me.
action. After that, they're probably gonna do 4.
Oh,
The funniest
no.
thing is that the director of the live action who did the original, I think, he came out
Yep.
and was like, he's like, I don't like live action remakes. And they're
No,
like,
what he said was they were either gonna. He's like, I don't usually like live action remakes, and they were
Yeah.
gonna make it with or without me. So at least if they made it with me,
Yeah.
I would be able
Yeah.
to control.
At least
Yeah.
he's trying to make it pretty much a shot for shot remake.
Yeah, he's basically like, we're doing the original, but we're doing it in ways that I can make it better. That's his take on it, which is totally
is-
cool.
Almost impossible, but I'll hear him out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel that way too because I fucking love that art style, man. Those
Yeah.
characters look great, especially
Those
by the
movies are-
second and third ones.
those
Hiccup's design
movies
just
are-
looks so fucking cool.
Those movies are splendid. They're really good. An example of, anyway, we're probably talking too much about
Well,
DreamWorks.
give it
but-
to Andor at all.
Totally relevant, yeah. But I will say, Hiccup's design in like 2 and 3 rivals like Ezio in Assassin's Creed for me in like terms of just fucking badass. He's so great.
Oh, How to Train Your Dragon 2 is a fucking masterpiece. It's so good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It hits
yes.
you.
Andor,
Alright, that's-
I'm gonna take the shit off of them.
All right, take it off.
Andor, had
Andor.
a crazy rock on trailer that was so dope. Season 2's coming in hot. It's coming in soon. Shrek is over.
Shrek is dead.
Shrek is over party. I have
Shrek's-
nothing to add to this point of conversation. Sorry, guys.
You probably didn't even watch the trailer.
Oh fuck no! This is. I thought you did because I didn't watch the trailer.
Oh my
Guess
god!
what? I haven't seen Andor season 1, so I don't give a
I
shit.
thought you had, you asshole.
Oh no! I'm sorry. I thought
All right,
I was
let me
like,
pull up the
waiting
trailer so I
for
can talk about it alone.
Can I be honest with you? For a second there, I was considering being like, yeah, I really like the part when K2SO uses a double-bladed light, and I was gonna like,
Oh man.
Well, Aiden said there's a real
why? Yeah,
Aiden said there's a real
there's
song in it.
an actual rock song in this trailer, and it rocks. It's sick. This trailer is so dope. We get to see fucking guy in the green armor from Rogue One. I forget what his name is. Crazy guy.
Crazy Tope.
Yeah, we get to see Director Krennic. We get to see the Death Star. We get to see all sorts of like stormtroopers and armored Imperials, and we get to see a lot. It's gonna be a crazy season. Fuck, took the wind out of my sails.
We did talk about Shrek for like 38 minutes.
no, I'm watching it
That's
right
fine.
now. Just keep stalking.
Okay.
Keep stalling.
Shit. When does it come out? April 22nd. All right, that's not too far away.
Wait, what's
we actually ran out the clock on your fireplace.
Yeah, we ran out of, we're out of Shrek content.
We get to see some cool new designs, and we get to see the one guy from season 1.
How the fuck is he still alive? Didn't he blow up?
No, he's fine. And he's basically in like a normal ass suit and a trench coat, except that his tie doesn't have like a knot at the top.
What do you mean he's fine? He got fucking, his planet blew up. I don't know what you're talking about.
Nobody's fucking planet blew up. What are you talking about?
Andor blew up kissing Jyn Erso. That's like the whole point.
This is before that, obviously, you idiot.
Why did he have such a fucking impactful life? Why did you just grow up
fucking because it's the best written Disney anything.
Oh, boo hoo! You should just go fart in the streets like an average person.
How would you think that this comes after Rogue One? You absolute moron!
Brayden, you're really dumb. Come on, man.
I just don't care. Why did they...
You should care.
Who cares? Just a boring guy.
I just watched it. Hold on, no, I just watched it. It looks good. The rock song's really weird, but it's cool, I guess. I don't really have many thoughts because I not that I don't care, but I'm not like an Andor like stan. I have seen season 1, obviously. I will say, I have a question for you though. Over under 50%, this ends leading directly into where we see Andor in Rogue One. Like they've
already said that.
Okay, so it's because I feel like it's gonna be like how Rogue One leads into New Hope. Like literally, like he's gonna go to the door.
Yeah, they've already said the final episode ends with him going to that station or whatever he was at to talk to that one guy.
All right,
they can't make any more after that because he fucking dies.
Yes, obviously, it's not after his death, you moron.
Unless they bring him back for season 3 and he's alive.
He's got Darth Maul cyborg legs and he comes back.
He's got yes.
He goes back. No. You just go every new Andor Born Again is Andor, but he's a teenager.
Andor is Jesus of Star Wars canonically.
We already mentioned that earlier, so there you go. It's canon.
Yeah, he looks like Jesus. He's Jesus.
Yep. It's subtle foreshadowing.
I get the sense that this
Jedi was Andor.
The season will be much larger scale and faster
than Last Jedi.
Yes,
last season.
100%.
That's my feeling. Yeah, which is interesting because last season was a lot of like slow tension and stakes building and like conversations and stuff. So this feels like it's like also last season it was gearing up to him actually like officially joining the rebels in the war effort. Now he's in it. So and I actually think the release schedule for this is great, honestly, because they're changing it, so it's not releasing weekly. It's 3 episode chunks every week. So Andor season 1 was split up into like 3 episode arcs, and this is doing that, and I think that's really smart, honestly.
It means it'll only be around for like 4 weeks, but still great. But as a selfish viewer, I would rather watch your whole arc and then take a break. And also, there's a massive time skip between each arc. Apparently, does mean we're gonna have a lot to talk about each week.
Yeah, that's true. So yes. Yeah. Maybe I'll watch I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't gonna watch the season 2, but now I'm talking myself into it.
Brayden, you should also watch season 1. You dumb asshole.
No interest in this. I'm sorry.
It's literally incredible.
I saw him on the boat with Andy Serkis. I'm like, I don't need to watch this. I'm good. It looks so lame to me.
I'm
sorry.
You are such a loser.
If there was a Rancor, I'd give a shit.
You are such a fucking loser. You watched all of Breaking Bad. This is literally Star Wars Breaking Bad.
I don't care. I watched Breaking Bad during my pretentious era.
I hate you so much.
Sorry, I don't want to watch a show. I'm sorry, I don't want to watch a show.
We're done. You know what? Fuck. It's over. Fuck you. We're done.
Guys are breaking up.
Episode's done.